Hello everyone, Zelda here, and I'd like to preface this by saying I don't do these types of readings. And there's a reason, and it's because things tap at me, they gnaw at me. And in this particular case, it really is. Now, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, I have to say that. But I've not seen a lot about what's going on, and I do that for purpose because I get to I get a sensory overload, basically. So we're going to cut the cards. We're going to shuffle. We're going to see what comes up about Miss Mica Miller, the pastor's wife from South Carolina. That is a very disturbing thing for me, and we're starting out with the Nine of Wands. So here we are. So we're going to start laying these cards out. We're going to see what's going on with her. And we're asking spirits, guides, angels to give us direction in what we are supposed to know so far. Like I said, I don't know anything about the case. I'm not trying to get involved. But I've just been sensing crying and coming from another dimension that is very disturbing. So I'm just going to say this is going to be a really tough reading, I think, for some people. But let's see if there's any information that'll come through. Pardon the kitty. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Now, I got to say this. Do you see this? We have a 9 and a 9, and then we have a 6 and a 6. That's amazing. Okay. Then we have, I don't read reverse, then we have the High Priestess card. The next card is the Strength card, which is also the card for Leo. And then we have this Knight of Swords coming out. And then, of course, we have the Tower card. So let's see what's going on. All right. So the first thing I'm going to say is that you see this Nine of Cups. This Nine of Cups card is basically a card that, in all intents and purposes, in another reading, it would mean wish come true, your heart's desire, a very happy card, a yes card. But in this reading, what we've got surrounding here and the pretense of this, and with the Tower card, it means that there was a lot of emotional games, a lot of emotions that are going on. The cups can trigger emotions, and that is setting the tone for this particular reading. Now, I'm also going to say that she felt she was winning. She felt that there was something that she was doing, and she was using her gut instinct, which is very good, and her deep faith to try to do what she needed to do in order to survive. I have to commend her for that. But do you see this particular card, this Six of Cups? This Six of Cups is an emotional card, and it means memories. But there's some things about this card that I want to point out to you. All right, I don't know if you can see it or not. Take a good look. But on this one particular side, on the left side here, very faintly you can see a portion of a person walking away, turning their back. Now, these are small cards. In the larger full-size card, you can see that totality of that person. The other thing about this card is you see that face and the hair. That could be that someone is two-faced while making a memory. Definitely someone has walked away from her, but I'm also going to say I feel that someone else is involved and knows the true story based on what I'm seeing and what I've been sensing. This is a real tough case from what I'm gathering, and like I said, I don't know that much about it, but this card here, she was basing things on memories. She always tried to be positive, but this Knight of Swords tells us we're not done yet. We're still going to be finding out more and more as this sword goes off the frame of the card. We're going to find out more information about what has happened with her. And I want you to know, too, that she was a very, very strong person. But There's something I want to mention with this card also, the Nine of Wands. Do you see this little face here? While many people think this is bravery, and it is, there is a saying, and especially in the Christian community, do it afraid. And for me, sometimes this card can say, I made this decision, but it was based on fear. I made this decision and I had to do it because I could not have stayed behind, or I could not have endured what I was enduring. Now, what do these wands mean? Well, they mean growth and opportunity, but it also can mean a barrier, where she's tried to set a barrier up. Now, this Tower card, well, that means also we're not done yet. We just don't have all of the information. However, I think there's been some information that came out that has not been very good. Now, this deck here, this is the Hidden Deck by Bicycle, and I use that when we want to make sure that we want to find out a lot of information. Miss Riley, I don't know why I call you Riley, my darling. Miss Miller, Mica Miller. I wonder why Riley come up. Okay, so the Six of Hearts. And this deck will tell us if there's something hidden, the Six of Clubs. Now, I have to say this, okay? 2 sixes in the tarot, and we have 2 sixes in the cartomancy. That's not a coincidence. We have the 2 of Clubs. And then we're going to pull one more card, and that is the 10 of Hearts. Now, it doesn't surprise me, but what this 10 of Hearts and this Knight is putting together, along with this Tower card, means that there's going to be definitely some more information coming out. And I still get that there is someone else involved that knows more of the true story that will eventually tell the tale of what really has happened. She is telling me that she felt she was winning. Someone who feels they're winning is not going to just turn around and unalive herself. That's just the way it is. This 6 of Hearts and this 6 of Clubs is an indication that she made a lot of sacrifices, and that's emotionally, physically, and financially with the 2 of Clubs, and then with this 10 of Hearts. That means there's a completion, and a successful completion. We will find out the truth about Miss Mica Miller. Now, I've got the telepathical, if I can say it, telepathy oracle cards. There we go. And isn't this amazing? An illusion. Avoid the trap of making a fantasy for real soul connection. She's telling us that we have to think for ourselves many times. We can't fantasize about how a situation is or how it can be. She had to face the truth. And now the truth is going to be coming out even more and more. She was a very strong woman, very bright, lovely, and I'll tell you what, she is crying, and for many reasons. But she's happy where she is, but there's this leftover feelings of how things were going on. This illusion that she had to endure. She was forced to live an illusion in her life. And I've got to tell you, I want to thank you so much. Let me know in the comments what you know, will you? Thanks for watching.